Fuck, I forgot to lower down the volume.
Sorry, just do it while you're in there. Sorry, due diligence
I
check.
guess.
Due diligence.
I'm
Make
over
sure.
here listening to
Yep,
Trick Williams' great theme song.
yep. I just got the YouTube notification.
Alright, well, excuse me,
Yep,
ladies and
and I
gentlemen. Let
just
me
got
just do
your
this nonsense right here.
and I got your notification for Twitch.
Well, I was hoping you wasn't gonna get it. Check the Twitch stream, see if everything's coming out fine.
Got you.
Like my voice, your voice.
Got you.
Everything's good
Yeah, it's good on my end.
on the Twitch stream. Everything's good.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alrighty. You know, it's starting to real quick before, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Trenches podcast. It's your boy D&B Phantom. You already know, joined with that guy E. You know, the only, as they said in WWE, the only real professionals left.
Well, consummate professionals. But one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Bret the Hitman Hart. He was known as a consummate professional. He didn't complain, he didn't argue, he just did what he had to do. Unless it was Shawn Michaels and the Montreal Screwjob, but that's a different story.
or
But
Bill Goldberg.
or Bill Goldberg. But Bret was known to be a consummate professional throughout his whole career. This is what me and Phantom is right now. We're just consummate professionals.
It's alright. We take this shit seriously. This shit is a way of life. No,
We try to.
hey,
We
listen.
try to. We try to take it seriously.
Nah, facts. But ladies and gentlemen, we know we missed a little bit. A lot of things was going on, but we in there. But you know, uh,
Yeah.
how are you
I
feeling?
forgot. Hold on. Well, let me answer that question first. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Same old, usual. Business moving.
Word.
Business minded, business moving. I guess just taking it one day at a time. Um,
Word.
a big shout out to the New York Knicks. We up 3-0 right now. We just get the job done tomorrow and go to the finals. Um,
Word.
oh, but before you ask me that question of how I was doing, thank you. I appreciate you looking out for my well-being.
Of
Um,
course.
I was gonna say, I forgot we were covering SmackDown on this shit.
I mean, we ain't gotta cover all of it. We can just talk about the important shit.
No, because I saw, when you went live on your YouTube side of things, I saw that you put SmackDown and San as main event review. Now I'm like, damn, I forgot we gotta talk about SmackDown today.
Listen,
No, I
we ain't
mean we
gonna
could
go
talk
into length.
about.
We ain't gonna go into lengthy discussion. We're gonna talk about the important shit. That's all we gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not
But
everything is worth
how
talking
you
about.
been, Phantom?
I ain't gonna lie. I came straight from work to come back into work. So here we are. What's good? Because I ain't trying to do this shit at
you
like 10.
you came straight from you came straight from a job that you get paid for to a job that you don't get paid for yet.
It's all right, though. I can't complain. I'm just mad it was raining all day. I was outside
Yeah,
and
man,
all of it.
it's
And
raining all weekend, right? So for the people who got their cookouts planned, the rain said, screw your cookouts.
denied. If you
Right,
want to get,
exactly.
if you want to be
Denied.
mad about it, bring it up to the pussy ass niggas in Shibuya. But anyway,
Not them.
uh,
Not them. I mean, I don't know who's worse, them or the ones in Sonic.
hey, listen, man, they gonna do what they do
I was dealing with that
regardless,
shit
bro.
yesterday, playing Sonic Racing.
Yo, listen, that was me and freaking Red Dead Redemption, bro. Freaking niggas was out here doing acting crazy. I was just like, yo, fuck
Mm.
all yo. But uh, like I said, let's get this started because I said I ain't want to do this shit at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Um,
Um, no, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I mean, more than likely, are you gonna stream Metal Gear Solid later tonight?
I could. I want to get something to eat
I
first,
mean, it's up to
but
you, obviously.
like I said, I could. I mean, I
What was
don't
that?
know. I said I just want to get something to eat before I decide that. But
Fair point. Fair point.
For those that you don't know, on my personal channel, Metal Gear Solid Deltas is on the table right now. Oof, I already fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I got the shit shot out of me, gang. Um, they said he's over there.
Hey,
Boom, boom,
listen,
boom,
man,
boom. I was like, no.
bro, that was me playing Uncharted on Thursday, bro. Every every step I took, it was just he's over there. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Like,
I know
mind you,
exactly how that feels.
bro, the thing about Uncharted, like the very first Uncharted, the thing about it is, I think, in my opinion, out of all the Uncharted, right, all six of them in total, is there six? Yes, there's six. Out of all the six Uncharteds that have come out for the PlayStation consoles, right, whether it's the PS3,
Hmm.
PS4, whatever. Um, I think number one has the most gunfights. Like, literally, bro. Like, for the people who've been watching my stream, watching me play Uncharted number one, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the first ever Uncharted that came out in 2007.
Hey, yo, listen, subscribe to my boy
Literally,
E.
like, appreciate it. Like, literally, like, I'll drop 50 bodies, walk around for a bit, grab some ammo, have like 5 seconds of like fresh air, and all I hear is Drake, he's over there, and then like more 50 niggas come on. I'm like, bro, like, I just dealt with 50 of y'all, bro.
Yo, listen, I know
Can
that
y'all
feeling.
leave a brother alone? Can y'all go find another line of work and leave me alone?
It was like, nope,
Like,
he's
the
over there.
worst,
Get him.
bro. No, seriously, bro. Seriously. And then I swear, bro, there's this one enemy in the game where he has a rocket launcher, right?
Hmm.
And he's always wearing a red shirt. Like, everyone in this game who has a rocket launcher has a freaking red shirt on and a bucket hat, and they always miss. They can never hit me with this damn rocket launcher.
Damn stormtrooper
And I'm
aim.
saying that now. What's the next time I play? They're gonna hit me with the damn rocket launcher. But that's besides the point.
That's usually what happens, brother.
But right. But all that being said, let's get started. So you want to start with SmackDown first, I guess?
Like I said, we can get the important stuff out the way because not everything on SmackDown is worth talking about.
All right, go ahead. You start. What you want to talk about?
So I
In the words of
mean,
Cody Rhodes.
I mean, and let's start it off with let's talk about it. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I feel like they put on a great match.
Yeah, yeah, that was easily like one of the best things on the show. I thought Trick and Mello had a very good match. I mean, they got history, from the Trick and Mello gang in NXT. They had beef in NXT, so they got history, they got chemistry, and they put on a really good match. You got Lil Yachty out there looking like a damn college professor about to teach us some calculus.
Yo, the fact
Um,
that he had a bedazzled fucking kendo stick still bothers
bro, I ignored that whole thing.
me.
Um,
This thing was on the
it,
freaking
no,
bedazzled
honestly,
commercial.
it's honestly the worst thing was that um before Mello came out there, I don't know if it was before or when Mello was out there, but I remember they were talking about the Miz, and Trick was like, oh, like, I beat a future Hall of Famer last week in my hometown, and he was like, oh, he's a two-time Grand Slam champion, whatever. And Lil Yachty was trying to like downplay it, and then he was like, oh, like, the Miz has been in this company for too damn long, yada yada yada. I'm like, Lil Yachty, you've been on my damn TV screen for too damn long. Get
Yo,
the fuck out of here,
facts.
bro.
Complete facts. Like you don't even belong here. Like
Seriously.
ain't
Well,
you
all
supposed to
that
be?
being
I guess
said,
ain't you supposed to be working on
go
a
ahead.
bullshit ass album? Like that's what we need to know.
That I
But
do not want to hear.
facts. Um, but nah, I feel like
But
I feel like
go ahead.
that match went in a great direction. I just wish, like we talked about it privately. I just wish that freaking they would have set up. I feel like they could have set up Trick, Ricky Saints, and Carmelo better though. Like they definitely could have made it in a way so that we could eventually, lead up to a triple threat United States title match. Where I feel like will be a straight up banger.
Um, yeah, I mean, they could have, because the title wasn't on the line
Yep.
in that match. So if they wanted to, yeah, they could have had Trick, like, take an L.
Which
Like,
still to this day he has not taken an L in one-on-one competition.
Not yet. It will come eventually, but not yet. You know, obviously they want to keep him looking strong and
Yes,
you know
but
keep his momentum going. You know,
but
it's
it's like,
typical stuff.
yeah, but it's like I keep saying though, one L is not gonna hurt your momentum. It's consecutive L's.
Well, no, it depends on who you lose to.
That's very true. But like I said, if like let's take Friday night for example. If he would have lost to Carmelo, would that really hurt his credibility?
No,
Exactly. Especially
no.
if, like we said, if Ricky would have ended up costing him the match, you still protect Trick.
Yes.
Carmelo gets the win, and you could set up a future match later. Everybody wins.
Hmm. Yes. Yes, but you know they took the simple way. You know, Ricky cost Melo because obviously Melo cheated in their match last week because Ricky was trying to cheat, but Melo ended up cheating, and then you know Ricky ended up costing Melo the match, and then later on, um, you know Melo dropped the shit out of Ricky with that right hand.
Nah, facts. Yo, he stuffed it, bro. Can we talk about that for real? Like when that backstage segment happened, if freaking Melo came out the cut with that shit, bro, I thought that nigga turned to Captain Falcon. I said, what kind of shit is this?
Now the part that gets me is Kathy Kelly going Ricky, and then he gets dropped
Bro,
from the
that right
movie.
hand.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
What's that movie?
Ricky! Boys in
What's
the
that
Hood.
movie called? Boys in the Hood. Yep, there you go.
He said,
Yep, that.
Ricky!
And he just gets dropped. Like he just eats a
Bro,
right hand to the jaw. I
bro,
thought that was great. I thought that was
that
great.
shit was beautiful the way that right hand came out of nowhere, bro.
He dropped the shit out of him. But yeah, I mean they could definitely do a triple threat. They might do it. Let me see. What's the next pay per view after Clash in Italy? I think it's Night of Champions, right, in June.
I believe so.
So they could do
Well,
it there if they
well,
want.
no, because SummerSlam's in July, so yeah, I think it is Clash of Champions.
No,
Uh,
SummerSlam's in August.
is it? I don't know why I read it said it was in July.
No. SummerSlam is in the beginning of August. I think August 1st, August 2nd, if I'm not tripping. July.
No, it may
Right
just
now,
be me.
there's
I just
no.
mean, like my brain be making up numbers sometimes.
Right now, there's no PLE in July. I mean, aside from Evolution, but that's the all women's pay per view.
Okay. Yep, June
So
27th is Night of
yeah,
Champions.
yeah, exactly. So they could set it up for that.
They
You
could.
know, I would, which I'm
Uh,
looking forward to. I think a triple threat, like you said, a triple threat between those two guys would be I mean, those three guys would be a banger for sure. I'm interested
nah,
in seeing
complete facts.
that. What else happened on the show? Unless
So
you
like
want
I
to add
said,
on more to this.
I mean, like I said, it's just at least with this. Like I said, my only thing is I think Trick taking an L would help just a little bit because then they're trying to make like it's kind of the same problem that we had with like Rhea and stuff. Like they're trying to make him seem like he's kind of unbeatable.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, he's a regular nigga. Like, I'm sorry if y'all
But the
hear
thing is,
the background music. That's my neighbors. I apologize.
no, that's okay. No, but the thing is, that's how they are though. Like sometimes, like they just don't want to have people lose.
Yes.
Like especially have people lose clean. Sometimes they
Like I
just
said.
don't. They
Yeah, but
don't
the
want it.
problem is, I don't know if you feel the same way I do. You don't have to, but you know, I feel like too many people keep losing due to some bullshit every week.
That's what I mean. They never want to beat anybody clean. Like if you think about it, right? I don't know if you know this or not. I don't know if you know this stat or not. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. 'Cause I feel like I mentioned it before, but I don't know. But point is, since Cody Rhodes came back at WrestleMania 38 back in 2022, he has not taken a clean L. Like
Okay.
aside from tag team matches, because I know he lost the tag team match with the Rock and WrestleMania 40 Night 1 where the Rock pinned him clean, and then there was that 6-man tag team match with when it was him, KO, and Randy Orton against Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga and Money in the Bank 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He took a clean L there, but what I mean like in singles matches, he has not taken a clean L.
Okay.
When he lost to Roman WrestleMania 39, Roman cheated. When he lost to John Cena at WrestleMania 41, John Cena cheated. When he lost to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, Seth also cheated. The 2 times he lost to Drew McIntyre, it was due to interference, and
Yeah, that's very true.
then what? And then there was another L he took. I don't remember exactly. Maybe that's all of them. Maybe, but the point is that since he's come back, he has not taken the clean L.
Okay.
Yeah, he has not taken a clean L. WrestleMania 39, it was interference from Solo Sikoa. WrestleMania 41 with Cena. Cena hit him with the title. Um, he lost to Drew McIntyre in the episode of Raw due to interference again from Solo Sikoa. When he lost to Drew McIntyre in the Three Stages of Hell match, Jacob Fatu interfered. When he lost to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, Seth hit him with a watch.
Yep.
Yeah, he has not taken a clean L, which is insane because Cody could take a clean L. It's not going to affect him at any way. But
Nah, that's complete facts.
but it goes back to what I'm saying. This is what they do. They never have anybody take a clean L. Like I'm not saying they never do, but when it comes to like certain superstars like Cody and I guess Roman and Gunther and certain people, they don't take clean L's, which is dumb because Roman can also take a clean L and he'll be just fine.
Yeah, you're completely correct, sir.
That's all. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what else to add to that.
No, it's
Cause
just because, like I said, maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it. Just because it's like, I'm thinking about like all the people that came up around the same time Trick came up, right? Trick's come up, Javon came up, Oba came up, freaking they all came up around the same time. Oba hasn't lost. Javon's lost.
Javon's lost, yes, here and there.
Trick hasn't lost.
Nope.
Ricky Saints is lost.
Yes.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of people that have gone there, and it seems like only a handful are just not losing. Maybe Oba will lose against Brock. Who knows?
He has to.
Yeah, he literally has to. But
he literally has to. Cause what's the point of Brock coming back from his quote unquote retirement, to pay his mortgage bill and then have him go out there and lose?
Well, apparently he's not coming back from his retirement. He's just come back for a match.
I guess, but
because of the way that I don't even know what you call it. That conversation between Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce went.
He called him Brock Lesnar.
But he was like, I filed the paperwork, and he just had a contract. So it just seems like we don't know, obviously, but he could just be back for one or two more matches, just because they're not gonna let them in on a draw.
No.
So I'm just saying.
No. Oba loses that class in Italy. And then try to find a way to extend it to SummerSlam.
Yeah, true.
That's the only way I could see it.
No, that's very true. So, next match we could kind of talk about. So I'm looking at the card. Trick, Carmelo. I don't know. I feel like the Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend was a good match.
It was a solid match, yes. I didn't like Lash being her opponent at first. I don't know, when I heard the Irresistible Forces song, at first I said who, and then
No, facts. I kind of forgot their music for 3 seconds.
Right, and then I saw Lash come out. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I don't know, because at first I was like, wait, they got a tag team match like the next day, so I don't know, like they could have had someone else at that filling that spot they wanted to, but I didn't really make a whole big deal out of it. It was just at first glance, I was like, they could have picked someone else other than Lash, but no, the match itself was fine. It was a solid match.
It definitely was. Like I said, the thing is, I like the fact that they're at least trying to put Lash in a good spot. where she can show she's not just a tag team.
Oh, you kind of buffering here and there, man. Your
Oh,
voice
my
is kind
bad.
of off.
You can hear me better now?
Yeah.
No, I said I just like the fact that they're putting in a good spot. What she
Same
does.
thing. It's happening again.
Oh, hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. Wait, give me a second.
All right. Well, we got some technical difficulties, and we're looking at the New Day over here. These guys will probably be in AEW in about like 2 months. Better off for them. You know, the AEW tag team division is better than WWE at the moment. So, you know, if New Day and Motor City Machine Guns go to AEW, man, they'll have a stellar tag team division for sure. You know, along with the other teams, you know, they got Young
All
Bucks
right,
over
I'm back.
there, and okay,
You good? You hear me better now?
yeah.
Is it a lot better or just a little bit?
Well, that's a lot better.
Okay, no. So what I was saying was, sorry to cut you off. Yes, if the New Day and Motor City Machine Guns go to AEW, I feel like they're gonna have a field day on that bitch too.
Oh yeah, you know, I was
Because
just talking while you were changing your mic.
they low key actually care about the tag team division over there, but
I mean, yeah, I mean, bro. I mean, I can imagine the matches with the Young Bucks and you
yeah.
know
Then versus
the
Edge and
man with
Christian.
Edge and Christian, the Hurt Syndicate, like all those tag teams they got down there, the Ops.
Facts,
Um,
facts.
who else? FTR. You know, yeah, they'll. Woo! If New Day Motor City Machine Guns go to AEW, bro, Tony Khan got a freaking gold, mine of gold over there with his tag team division, bro.
Facts.
Yo,
But no, so
man.
what I was saying before was the one thing I am glad about is they're portraying Lash in a way so she doesn't seem like she's just a tag team wrestler.
Yes,
That's
I
the
agree
good
with
thing.
that.
That's the good thing. And
I
I
agree
feel
with
like,
that. Yes.
you know, they're really building Lash up to eventually build up to the world title scene.
Or yeah, or United States title scene. You know, either one.
But there is one
Yeah.
thing I do hope
What's
doesn't
up?
happen. And what that is I hope they don't do what they always do and just basically replay freaking Lash turning on Nia like freaking Tiffany did. That's my only hope is that she doesn't just turn on Nia just to prove a point or just to be like, yeah, look, see, I'm the next thing. Fuck Nia, all that shit. Like, yo, listen, stop it.
It's bound to happen.
I mean, but that's the thing, and I keep saying this. It doesn't always have to. Not every tag team breakup has to be all, oh, this person turned on this person because that's the only way that they're gonna, break free. Like, no, come on, bro. Y'all could just end this shit on a conversation.
Hmm? Mm-hmm. Who?
What happened?
No. It's Uncle Howdy.
You forgot?
No. My brother's in here. He's asking.
Oh, okay. At least you got Uncle Howdy. I got this nigga who looked like he wearing a toupee.
Okay.
Noam Dar.
He's good actually.
But this character model looked like he wearing a toupee.
He's actually good though.
Word, word. I mean,
Yeah.
so one thing I do want to bring up: how do you feel about this Royce Keys and MFT situation? Because I feel like they should not be doing this,
I'm over the MFTs in general.
bro. Them in the Judgment Day.
Huh? Can we do that later? I'm in the middle of something. Alright, bro.
But I mean, I don't feel like they. I feel like there's so much better things he could be doing instead of freaking getting involved with them right now,
The U.S. title picture.
bro. He definitely could be running that shit right now.
He could, but nope. stuck in the MFT vortex.
Cause I think him and Trick could go crazy. This Fresh Prince of Bel Air ass nigga. Freaking whatever happened to this nigga? This nigga disappeared too.
Who?
Lexus King.
No, he's still in NXT.
I haven't seen that nigga in like 17 years.
Do you even watch NXT?
Hell no. No, I'm just kidding.
Then there you go. That's why. There you go. That's why. But yeah, I mean, I'm over
remember,
the
I don't got
MFTs
cable
and,
like that, gang.
right. That's true.
But
Well, I mean, I'm over the MFTs, and I mean, I've been over it. It's just, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Like, it's just a complete waste of time. Like, and I like Royce Keys, but this is nothing, exhilarating.
about watching him freaking battle out with freaking Solo.
Yeah, like maybe a match with him and Tala Tonga could be kind of cool. They're both, two big dudes, but
Mm-hmm.
other than that, bro, I can care less.
That's like, I don't know.
I can care less.
I'm just more upset because, like you said, like he could be in the U.S. title picture right now, like doing great things.
Hmm.
But they got this nigga wrapped up with the MFTs. Like, bro, do something else, bro. Like him versus Gunther like the week before, that was great. It's like, all right, bet. So they're actually setting him up to do something great, just for him to go back to the Solo Sokoa shit.
Yeah. It was never. They were never done to begin with.
Cause it's just like, bro, like unless this nigga is out here to freaking like make up for losing JC Mateo and freaking the infamous Tonga Loa, like just let the shit die.
I'm over it. I'm over it. But speaking of NXT,
Hmm.
think about Blake Monroe and her little appearance.
I mean, I wish he would have did a little more and just talk shit to freaking Chelsea Green.
Hmm. Yeah, I wish we'd done a little bit more too. It was just like a little 5 second thing.
Yeah, because I feel like that's a big waste. You had this Blake Monroe coming soon, like you had this VHS freaking weekly thing happening, and then
They barely even
she
show
finally
that.
shows up and she ain't do shit.
Yeah, she didn't really do much, but I mean, I hope they do something good with her. I could see her and Tiffany beefing for the U.S. title. I hope they do something good with her.
Facts.
Like I said before, man, that woman, she just gets it. Like she knows,
Hmm.
she knows how to control the crowd. Like she's a good wrestler. She's a good promo. Her in-ring psychology is good. Her facial expressions, her storytelling, like she just gets it.
You just like blonde wrestlers, huh?
No, I just love Blake Monroe. But yeah, but for real though, the woman just gets it. So I just hope they do something well with her. But also another thing too,
Yep.
and because I noticed when she first, when she made her little appearance last night, well, on Friday,
Hmm.
she didn't get much of like a big reaction from the crowd,
Hmm.
and I know that's kind of happened with Ricky Saints lately. Like he's not really getting that much like big reactions.
Hmm.
Um, you know,
Well,
and
it's
I remember
because. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I remember I heard shout out to the Solid Monster on YouTube. He said this, and he's absolutely right when he said this. That WWE, when it comes to like them bringing up like talent from like NXT to the main roster, right?
Hmm.
Instead of like debuting them like completely right away, like show some vignettes of these superstars so we can know who they are, so we can get
Yep.
a like glimpse of like their character and what they're about. So then when they finally debut in the main roster, we know, oh, okay, like okay, we know who this person's about. We know how they are. We know what they represent. Blah blah blah.
Hmm.
I feel like they got to start doing that more, cause with Ricky and Blake, they didn't really do that much. I mean, with Blake, they show like little vignettes, but that wasn't really like showing like who she was, like in a way.
Bro,
And
those little things they showed could have been an infomercial for makeup, for all we knew.
yeah, they didn't really show her character, like what she's about, like the glamour, the woman from hell. Same thing
Well,
with Ricky. It was just, oh, Ricky debuts next week.
yeah.
Okay, like
But here's the thing. Honestly, I don't even think it's really about the vignettes, to be real with you. I don't have a problem with them debuting right away. But the issue I have is they debut like everybody's supposed to have watched NXT and know who they are.
but that's what I mean though. If you
No, but
show
what I
some
no, so what I no,
vignettes,
hold on. No, so what I mean by that is if you're gonna do that, have them debut in a way that's going to get the crowd's attention. And I think that's the issue. Like even if you don't have the
okay,
vignettes. So like, for example, like, maybe like had Ricky come out and jump Trick or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Have him come out and freaking hit the Rochambeau on Cody or something. Have him
I
come
would
out
have.
and just drop. Have him come out and drop the best promo that nigga can come up with.
I wouldn't say drop Cody because I mean I feel like them putting him with Cody was a big mistake, to be honest with you. I thought they rushed that too. I thought they
Well,
did that way too
so
early.
here's the thing, right? Again, now the problem is, like I said, if you didn't watch NXT, you wouldn't notice that Ricky and Cody, they've known each other forever.
No, I know that, but the point I'm trying to say is that not not everybody when they make their main roster debut needs to confront the world champion. Is what I'm trying to say.
No,
Like
okay, I can respect that.
when JCJ made her debut, she confronted Rhea. When Sol Ruka made her main event debut, she confronted Liv Morgan. When Ricky Saints made his main event debut, not main event debut, his main roster debut, he confronted Cody. Not everybody needs to confront the world champion. You could have, like you just said, you could have had Ricky attack Trick, and have his eye on the U.S. title. You know what I mean? Like I was saying it
Hmm.
before. Like that's why I like what they did with Ricky. Not with Ricky Saints, with Ethan Page. When they debuted Ethan Page on Raw after Mania, he told Javon and he told Adam Pearce, "Yo, I'm gonna go after the Intercontinental Championship." He didn't say, "Oh, I'm going after Roman. Or I'm going after Cody. Or I'm gonna do that." He said, "I'm gonna go after the Intercontinental Championship," and I like that. Like I feel
Hmm.
like they could do more things like that. Don't just put everybody in don't just give every like the new superstars a glimpse of the main event scene like from the beginning. Like have them work their way up there.
Oh, true. But then you get people like Trick who debuted and just got shot straight to the main event scene.
Yes, he is one of those people. Yes, that he did get shot straight to the main event scene for like a little bit, like his first couple of weeks, and now he's at the mid card. He's the U.S. champion. So yes, they did do that with Trick. Yes, but I'm just saying they don't gotta do that with everybody.
No, that's true.
You don't have to debut everybody the exact same way. You know. That's all. But also, I still stand, and I agree with the Solomon Monster when he said that. Show some vignettes once in a while, like show, give us a glimpse of these characters, see what they're about. So then when they finally make their debut, we know what they're about. But also, I mean, I respect your idea too, though. They can go out there and cut a promo and give us a formal introduction in front of the crowd of like who
Hmm.
they are and what they represent.
Yeah.
Or do something big. Yeah, I agree with that too. No, either way it works.
Well, the only reason I'm bringing that up because I mean, like, think about when Ricky debuted in NXT. Everybody was fucking hyped. That nigga came out the crowd. That nigga was doing all this. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing shit like that.
Yes, I 100% agree with. Yes, everyone was hyped and stuff like that because they knew his situation. He was in AEW and they knew his situation in AEW and blah blah blah. So when they saw him in WWE, um, when they saw him on NXT, everyone was hyped. Oh, okay, yeah, like Ricky Starks is here, Ricky Saints is here, and what and so and so. But going back to your point that you said like a while ago, that okay, when he was in NXT, right? He did good down there and stuff like that. But
He dropped a great ass promo on those first couple weeks.
yeah, he was doing good things. But like I was just gonna say, going back to your point, not everybody watches NXT.
That's true.
So obviously for me, I watch NXT not every single day, not every single Tuesday, but I watch NXT, so I know who Fatal Influence are. I know Jesse Jane. I know Fallon Henley. I know Laney Reed. I know Blake Monroe. I know Ricky Saints because I've seen these people in NXT, but not everyone watches NXT.
That's true.
So I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it wouldn't hurt
No,
for them
definitely.
to give us some type of introduction, some type of glance into their characters, into their gimmicks, so we can know what they're about before they make their main roster debut.
Nah, that's facts.
It's like I'm a dial it back to the Solid Monster because he made a great example when he was talking about this. When he mentioned this stuff, where he said, back in 1995 when Scott Hall, God rest his soul, was Razor Ramon, and before he debuted, they showed like 5 weeks straight of Razor Ramon, like vignettes of Razor Ramon, like out in Miami, and he's being an asshole to like the waitress, and he's eating at a restaurant. He threw a toothpick at somebody's food and whatever. So watching these vignettes of Razor Ramon before he made his debut, you kind of got a glimpse. Okay, this Razor guy, this Razor Ramon guy, he seems like he's an asshole. Like he seems like he's not a nice guy.
Facts. He's a
So
bad guy.
then, yeah, he's the bad guy, exactly. So then, when Razor Ramon finally made his debut that year in '95, you knew who Razor Ramon was. So now either you pick and choose. Okay, either I'm gonna like this guy because he seems like a cool villain, or I'm gonna hate him because he's an asshole.
No, that's perfectly fair. That's
That's what I
perfectly
mean. I
fair.
just wish they would do that more. Like I agree with Solomon when he said that. Shout out to the
No,
Solomon.
no, I can definitely rock with that too. That makes perfect sense.
hmm
But
But yeah, I mean, going back to Blake, hope she does fine.
I just hope they don't put her into some bullshit. That's all I asked. If you're gonna do something, put her in the U.S. title picture.
Yes, I agree. Like I said, her and Tiffany Stratton 1-on-1, take my money.
Hmm.
Did Dragon League just do the stanky leg? What was that? I hate this game sometimes.
But
Bro, I don't know. I don't know if he was drunk or he just did the two-step.
but and then the last match of importance was Cody. Actually, not. There was another match before then that was actually really
What?
important. Sami Zayn versus that water bottle, bro. That shit was crazy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But nah, Cody versus Sami. That was an interesting match.
And then him talking with Johnny Gargano, who's still on the plank.
Hmm.
Oh God, bro, Johnny Gargano, bro.
They need to do something with that man. He's being wasted right now.
Yeah, he really is, bro. He really is. He
Like they
really
haven't
is.
given.
But hey,
Like
man,
this nigga has haven't.
I mean, I saw somebody say this, and I told you privately about this. That someone said that what if like, when he talks to Johnny Gargano, what if like he finds a way to break him out of this slump that he's in, and then both of them will like join forces and do like a little team up.
I mean, but here's the real question: like, do you really want them in a tag team division?
No, I'm not saying a tag team division, but like, just have them work together. Because I mean, Sammy doesn't need to be in the tag team division, to be quite honest.
That's facts.
You know, but I just want them to do better with Johnny. The guy's too talented to be wasting his time like this.
Completely agree. Johnny Wrestling need to come back and do some great things.
Yes, I agree.
Well, no, like I said, the Cody versus Sammy match was very interesting. Just on the fact of how they're really showing Sammy's descent.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you watched not this the week before when me and OC was talking about it. He was saying that they did the double turn between Trick and Sammy, and they just did it quietly. And I'm like, I don't know if I fully believe that.
That they did it quietly.
Like it happened, but it just wasn't like in spectacular fashion. It just happened subtly. Because like listen, like Trick is obviously a face, but he's still like, and that's why I brought it up too. I said the same thing when he said it, and I was like, I said the problem with that is, I said he's still trying to do, I said he's still trying to do heel shit. I said you can't say that this nigga Trick is a face and then he pimp smacked the freaking backstage official. Like this is a random ass tag team match. You got the Wyatt Six versus Tonga Loa and Ray Phoenix.
I don't know anymore.
I
Right.
I sure, let's go with that. But and I'm just like, bro, like we need to know, like, is this nigga Trick a face or is this nigga a heel? Like, what are we doing? Like, Sammy's obviously in the descent to becoming a heel, but what's going on with Trick too? Like, because technically, you know, he's not doing anything like he's a face.
Who, Trick?
Mm-hmm.
No.
But he's getting cheered like he's a face. I don't know.
It's because I think, I don't know, in my opinion, the way how I see it, I think, like, you could agree with me, disagree with me, but I think it it goes back to what I said before, where um with some of these heels now in wrestling, they're too cool. So when you have a heel that's too cool, you know, the crowd is gonna cheer him. You know, because it's like what I said before about Trick Williams, right? He's supposed to be a heel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he comes out, right? When he comes out, you know, to the ring, when you see him, right? Like he has this great ass entrance theme, people chanting "Whoop that trick." He comes out with this long ass white mink coat and
Diddy
some
coat
glasses on and 11 pepper steppers, and he has these catchphrases and he
and
has this
spinning around
aura,
like a
this
freaking plate in a microwave.
right, and he has this charisma about him, like they're he looks too cool. Like he's just a
Mm-hmm.
cool like heel. So it's just like, when you have a heel that they're not gonna get cheered, because a heel's supposed to be the bad guy, right? It's supposed to be the villain.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have a heel like that, like it's just gonna be impossible to like to boo because he's too freaking cool. It's like the best way to put it, and this is for the viewers who are anime watchers here, and I know you get it when I'll say this, but
Mm-hmm.
because I know you're a fan of anime just like I am. But the best, like a good example I could give from that is just like Toji Fushiguro from JJK, right? From Jujutsu Kaisen, Toji Fushiguro.
Mm-hmm.
Toji is obviously he's a villain in the story, right? He's not a bad person. He is a bad person. He's not like very evil like Sukuna, but he's a bad person. He's an assassin. He kills people for money. He's a bounty
You want
hunter,
that
right?
parlay to
So
hit?
he want that parlay to hit exactly. So when you put that into perspective, like you probably thinking to yourself like, okay, damn, like Toji's a bad person, like he killing people, he's an assassin, he's a bounty hunter, like he shot a freaking 16-year-old girl in the head, like you would think,
He
okay, like
fucked up
he's
the
just like
parlay, all of it.
right, like you would think he's like this evil person, but then when you watch the show and you see Toji doing Toji things, you're like, damn, like he's evil, but he's cool as fuck, like he's a badass, like like you get
Mm-hmm.
my point. Like Toji's a bad person, but he's one of my favorite characters in the show. Cause he's just a cool dude. Like he's a badass villain. Like he's mad cool, and
Nah, I felt
like
that.
that's what I mean. Like you can't have a cool villain. You can't have a cool heel because the crowd is not gonna. They're not gonna boo. And you're not gonna get the reaction that you want from the crowd. Like like I'm sorry to say this. Well, I'm not really sorry to say this, but you know, point is like we need a heel like Vince McMahon, to be honest. Like not like exactly like Vince McMahon, but like when Vince was a heel, people hated Vince because he was a bad guy and he knew how to play his role well.
Hmm.
We need a heel like that who's just a straight up bad guy, who's a villain, who just don't care. I don't know. That's just the way how I see it. Or like a Edge, or like a '09 Randy Orton, like something like that. Like you just can't have
Well, I mean, they're trying to
two.
make that be Gunther.
I guess, but you just can't have a cool heel. Like the NWO back in the '90s, like the original NWO with Hogan, Nash, and Hall. They were
Hmm.
they were heels, but they were cool as fuck.
Yeah. Well, you heard that banner, bing, 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 bing.
Right? There's nothing that you want to boo about them. There's nothing that you want to like dislike about them. And Trick is in that same position where
Well,
he's
that's
the heel, but when he comes out, there's nothing about him that you want to boo. There's nothing about him that you hate.
yeah, true. No, but like I said, we actually have to talk about this match, Cody and Sammy. Um,
Hmm.
like I said, like I said, I felt like that went in an interesting direction. Watching Sammy walk off while Cody's getting choked out and stuff.
Hmm.
It looked kind of racist, but it is what it is. But you remember Cody's black. Um,
Bruh. No, I mean I liked it. It's just like you said, it's that slow descent into the dark side. You know, every single week he's complaining and he's getting frustrated, and he's acting different, and he's just doing things that you know a normal babyface Sammy wouldn't do.
hmm.
And I like it. I like how they've been telling that story so far.
Well, it goes back to that old saying. It's just like you're the villain in in somebody's story, and right now for Sammy's story, he thinks he's still the good guy when he's turning into the villain.
Hmm.
And the thing is like as much as I'm all right with it, it still makes me have that same question I ask when people talk about Cody turning heel. Because after a while, we're gonna run out of people to fill in the spot for a face for whenever he decides to go heel.
Hmm.
Because we was talking about it a few months back, and we was like, who would take over if Cody turned heel, and everybody was saying it could be Sammy, but that's looking unlikely now.
Yeah, but the thing is, I never really saw Sammy as a top guy like that, like the top guy, like QB1. You know what they call Cody. I never really saw Sammy like that. Like yeah, like Sammy is considered to be a top player, and he is one of those guys who's always been consistent. But I never saw Sammy as like as the guy like that. I mean, now granted, I said this before. There was a chance they had to do that. I remember when we had a conversation of what was like, when he should have won the world title, and
Hmm.
I said that match against Roman in Montreal Elimination Chamber in 2023, that was his best shot. Because the crowd was behind him. He was white hot. He was getting some really good reactions. He was starting to get really popular. and that was his best chance. Maybe if they pulled the plug there, and have him beat Roman, and I guess he could have really be like the top guy, because he was white hot at that moment. But they didn't pull the plug. They wanted Roman to walk into Mania and face Cody that year, which is what happened. But I mean, that was 3 years ago. Right now in 2026, I don't see him as a top guy, like the guy, like the QB1. I don't see him in that position. But I will say this: I
I
mean,
can understand that.
him as a heel against Cody is something I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Like I'm just like, I mean, they just need to do something. It's just because it's like, I feel like we're starting to get more heels than we're getting anything else. Because I mean, think about it, right? Ethan Page is a heel. Rusev's a heel. Freaking Drew McIntyre. Technically Randy Orton, even though we haven't seen that nigga since freaking WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking technically he's a heel right now. Freaking you got the Vision, they're heels. You got the Judgment Day, they're heels. You got freaking Jade and her band of hooligans, they're heels. Like freaking Fatal Influence is heels. Like there's like mad heels. I don't feel like fuck it. Chocolate Sensation, they're heels. Technically, the Bellas were heels.
Were they really?
Yes, technically. Because you gotta remember, before all that shit happened, freaking Nikki went heel.
Yeah, but did she come back as when she reunited with Brie at the Rumble? Wasn't she a babyface?
I guess. Like that shit just like she's starting to turn like the Big Show at this point. Cause like right before that she was beefing with Stephanie Vaquer. She was a heel.
Yes, she was.
And then she just goes to the Rumble and all of a sudden she's a face again? Like how to like that like don't insult my intelligence now.
Yep.
But you get what I'm saying. So technically they were heels in that situation. Because even then, it wouldn't make sense. So when you had the tag team match, I know we were going way off on a tangent, but you had the Bellas as a face, you had freaking Charlotte and Alexa as faces, you had freaking Lyra and Bayley as faces, and the only heel in that match would have been the Irresistible Forces.
We can see a count out here.
Well, the tag team match at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would you have three? Why would you have three face teams and one heel? Why wouldn't you have one of each? Or two of each?
I don't know.
Because technically they were supposed to be the heels in that situation for the Bellas.
I'm about to answer, bro.
But like I said, we keep going on a tangent. But like I said, with Cody and Sammy, I feel like this could be a good time for them to pull the trigger on that too. Or, unless they're gonna do freaking Sammy versus Gunther, but that wouldn't make sense at this point.
Yeah, when I finish up, I'll do it. But
I don't know. All in all, it was a decent match. Gunther came out the cut like fucking Batman, like he always tries to do, and freaking choked the shit out of Cody. And then Sammy walked off just watching it. He's like, damn, shit, what happened to me though?
and he just right, exactly, just walked away. Yeah, exactly. But we'll see what happens next week. I like the slow descent. I just hope the angle when they finally really cement that heel turn for Sammy. I hope they do something cool.
Yeah, we'll see. But that's enough about SmackDown.
Right.
Let's talk about Saturday night's main event.
Yep.
Damn, that shit was ass. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought it was a solid show.
Huh, it definitely was. It definitely, at least, I missed the first match. I ain't gonna lie.
It wasn't really much. You know what I mean, we'll talk about it, but I thought overall the show, like I said, I thought it was solid. But what I'm really happy is, you know, we spoke about this privately, was the fact of like, one, there was less commercials, and then
Mm-hmm.
two, you know, we got video packages and pre-match interviews and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, like, what was this at WrestleMania? Like, especially on night one
Facts.
of WrestleMania, you know, you know, I hope moving forward with all the PLEs and stuff, I hope they keep on doing that. You know, I thought that was a nice touch. Like, you said it best. Like, it actually felt like a wrestling show.
Yeah, it definitely did. Because again, like I don't mind a commercial. Like I can do. We've been watching commercials for our whole lives. But having seven of them bitches back to back, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Every 20 minutes.
Yep.
Like, damn, like, even YouTube give us a skip button. Like, shit.
Yep. Yeah, that was one thing that really stood out to me about Santa's main event. Like, it felt like an actual wrestling show. Like, each match got their time. As I speak, I'm gonna try to check the time limit to see how long each match went.
You know, but while you're doing that, like I said, it's kind of like what Chisel Donna said, and I agree. Even just having, even if you have the most boring backstage segment, at least we're seeing wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the important part. Even if it's boring, even if it's some bullshit, at least we're seeing wrestlers and they're talking about wrestling. I don't
Yeah,
need
I
to know.
mean,
I don't need to know about Horton. I don't need to know about freaking Pepperidge Farm. I don't need to know about none of that right now. What were you gonna say?
no, I was gonna say like, yeah, like, um, like the wrestlers, like the performers, they went out there and they performed,
Yeah.
and we saw like everything without interruption. Like, I'm looking at the match, the time limits right now. The 6-woman tag team match for Jaden then went 16 minutes and 45 seconds. Soruka and Becky went only 2 minutes and 25 seconds because we all know how that ended.
Hmm.
Um, Penta and Ethan went 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Bree and Paige, which I did not care about. That tag team match went 8 minutes and 25 seconds. And then the tag team match with the Profits and the Vision was 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So, you know, aside from Becky and Soul, which, we'll get to later because that, you know, it was really just, no, I guess, a further along the story, which I like what they did when they did that, which we'll get to later. But, each match got their time. Because as I said before, I'm not asking for every match to go like 30 minutes long, but just give these matches their time.
Nah, complete facts.
Just give the wrestlers their time to tell the story and tell their story in the ring.
Nah, that's complete facts. Like I said, because that was one of our biggest gripes with WrestleMania. Like everything felt rushed, and when everything feels rushed, you don't feel like it was worth the effort.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, no,
and
because here's the thing. It's like what I said before.
mm-hmm.
When it comes to the commercials, and I'll say it again here. Um, I I wouldn't have a problem with a 7-minute commercial if you just give me a 20-minute match beforehand.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no,
But like,
completely.
yeah, like you just give me if you give me a match that goes like 20 minutes, 19 minutes, whatever. Like if you just give me a match, let's just say 20 minutes, an example. If you give me a match that goes 20 minutes and then you give me 7 minutes of commercial, I wouldn't have an issue with the 7 minutes of commercial because you just give me a 20-minute match. But if you give me a 5-minute match and then give me 8 minutes of commercial, then that's the problem. Because why is the commercial longer than the match?
Nah, facts. And on top of that, like I don't know if this has been bothering you, it's been bothering me. It's the fact that they be cutting these commercials in like the weirdest fucking spots now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They do sometimes.
Like it'd be like, all right, yeah, we're about to start this match. Commercial. Like nigga, why are we having a commercial right now?
That mostly happens on Raw and SmackDown, but then again, Raw and SmackDown is the weekly television, so
Yeah,
you know,
but it's just,
as
but
much
even
as much as
still,
I
it's
don't
just
like
like,
it, as
but
much
even
as
with
I
that
don't
being
like
with
it,
the case, bro, like not to cut you off,
they do
but
that.
listen, not to cut you off, but even with them doing that, it's like, bro, how the match didn't even get a chance to start yet, and y'all already cutting the commercial, and then by the
I mean,
time the commercial ends, everybody's in the fucking ring. That's a problem.
oh yeah, they did that with the ladder match on WrestleMania
Yeah,
Night 2, where JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, and Rusev all got their entrances during the commercial, and then when the show went back for commercial, they were already all in the ring,
yeah,
and then we
like
just saw
that's,
Ray, Penta, and Javon entrances. Yeah.
but that's crazy. That means that means we're getting enough commercials to skip through three people's entrances.
hmm
That's wild to me.
He's able to beat the count just in time. Being placed in the corner here.
Yeah, that's that's what
Oh
it
no,
is now, man.
let's
But
let's get into this meat and potatoes about Saturday Night's Main Event.
Phoenix has his opponent parading around
mhm,
the ring.
Like you said, the first match was the three women tag team match.
right.
I didn't see this match, so I don't know what happened, what didn't happen. So
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. I'm just watching this terrible last woman standing match with Chelsea Green and Julia right now.
bruh.
Like like the referee is counting, but Chelsea Green would just keeps on attacking this woman. Like, don't you want to win the match?
She said, "Fuck that, screw
But
the rules."
the this 6 woman tag team match it wasn't bad. It was alright. It looked sloppy at some moments. Like there was this one moment where I think
Ray left an opening for the counter.
like Charlotte was supposed to get the hot tag on Rhea, and I think Jade was supposed to it was supposed to be a little sequence where like Jade was supposed to try to stop Charlotte from tagging in Rhea, but then she doesn't anyway. But she doesn't, and then Rhea and Charlotte like have like I mean not Rhea and Charlotte, Rhea and Jade have this little stare down and stuff like that. Look, it was supposed to be something like that, and
Got their
and
opponent
like
all tied up. This is unique offense.
Michin I think tags in Jade, and Charlotte goes to tag Rhea, and then Jade is just standing there like on the apron, like not even trying to like stop Charlotte from trying to like tag in Rhea, and then finally when she does, like she tags in Rhea, and then her and Rhea have the little stare down, and they start fighting. They go back and forth. It just looks sloppy. Like it's a little difficult to explain, but for the people who watch the show, like y'all know what I'm talking about. They just looked a little off. But other than that, maybe some other things that I can't really think of right now. I thought the match was fine. The whole
Mhm.
story was really the baby faces, like how was Rhea and Charlotte are gonna get along, with their tensions and stuff like that.
Successful bit of offense with that maneuver. He's
Um,
definitely been worn down a little. And this is crunch time.
Eventually they were able to get along, and her and all 3 of them, Alexa, Charlotte, and Rhea had this little lovey-dovey ass moment,
Dismantling the arm
which was
before.
interrupted by Jade, and Jade ended up pinning Rhea and giving her team the win, which is what needed to happen. I think Jade winning was the right decision.
And this is
Yeah.
just a
Gets
fine
her
display of
gets her leg back
ruthlessness.
from WrestleMania, and also gives her some little bit of momentum going into the Clash in Italy match this upcoming Saturday.
Mhm.
I thought Michin looked good. She wasn't bad. BFAB wasn't bad at all. Um, you know, I thought each lady did their thing in a way, but there was just like I said, a couple of sloppy moments. Like now that I think about it, there was one moment where um what was it? I think B-Fab was setting up to attack Rhea or Alexa, and Charlotte was just standing there, just staring at B-Fab for like a solid like 5 seconds, and then she
Oh.
decides to kick her in the head with a big boot. And I'm just like, why did it take you so long to do the big boot? It's like a little like some of the women were like forgetting their spots and where they needed to be and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, match was fine. The right team won, and we'll see what happens in Clash in Italy.
Not facts. I mean, do you think they're gonna put the title on Jade, or you think they're really gonna lock in?
Mm,
Here comes a team that lives
I
life
got Rhea winning.
at a different
Okay.
speed.
I mean, I think I don't know if it's too early to let Jade win the title back,
Faster than lightning, y'all.
but I don't know.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring,
Yeah, yeah, I got Rhea winning.
300.
No, I pretty much do too. I think she's gonna win. You know, this would be a great time to have Blake Monroe come out to establish herself, but it is what it is.
We've seen Axiom and
Right.
Frazier reach the highest
Yeah,
highs
let's do the
and
U.S. title picture.
crash and burn.
Hey, we'll see. We'll
There are
definitely see.
two sides to the never slow down.
What's next? Soul and Becky. Soul and Becky was next, and here's where the show it shocked me, cause so after the 6 woman tag team match, I was expecting a commercial, and we didn't get a commercial. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we get this little video package between Becky and Soul, like how things led up to their match, and
Mm-hmm.
then we get a pre-match interview with Soul, and Soul's is out there. I don't even remember the interview. I don't even remember what she said, to be honest, but
Mm-hmm.
she did a little pre-match interview, and I'm still waiting for the commercial, and her music hits, and I'm like, okay, maybe it might go to commercial now. Maybe when she gets to the ring, it might go to commercial. She gets to the ring, and then out comes Becky, and Becky's cutting a promo on the way to the ring. Like Becky's cutting a promo backstage, like going into Gorilla, which I thought was cool. I remember they used to do that with the Usos. Well, when they were separated, they should do it with Jimmy and Jay. Like Jimmy and Jay will both like cut promos like backstage, like on the way to Gorilla to get to the ring. I wish they would do that more with certain superstars. So like Becky
Mm-hmm.
was doing it. She was, typical Becky stuff. Oh, I'm gonna show you why I'm the woman's greatest woman wrestler of all time. The Bleacher Report saying it. Sports Illustrated said it. I wrote in my book last night. And then Becky makes her way to the ring, and then the match starts, and I'm like, oh, we didn't get a commercial. I didn't think we'll get this far. So, and I like that though. I love the pre-match stuff and the video packages. What we were saying before, they need to start doing that more. You know, and um, and here's what I like too about the pre-match stuff in the segments, cause well, first let's talk about the match real quick. I mean, it wasn't really too long. It was like 2 minutes. Really, Saul was just giving Becky the business. Hitting her arsenal, her moves. You know,
Yeah, so she got disqualified.
yeah, until she got disqualified. Like Becky took control for like a little bit, but then Saul was gonna go for the Soul Snatcher, and then Becky tossed Jessica Carr in the way, and
Mm-hmm.
and then Soul got attacked by Becky after the match, hit her with the title later out with two manhandle slams, and Becky walked away, and Soul was just recuperating in the ring. But here's what I liked about like the segments and the interviews and stuff. That so after they show the replays, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get a little segment with Becky and Nick Aldis, who was in charge of the show, and he told Becky, "Listen, just for you doing what you did out there, you're gonna face Soul again at Clash in Italy, and this time it's gonna be for the IC title." And I thought that was great. Like I thought that was nice. Like after the match, we got a segment, and they used the segment to forward the story. So now we're getting a rematch this upcoming Saturday. Like I liked how they did that, and I want them to do more of that.
Not complete facts.
Like show some segments, show some pre-match interviews, like like show some video packages of the match and how it came together and what led up to the match, happening on the pay-per-view and stuff like that. Like they do more of that. Like if you're gonna show your commercials here and there, all right, fine, whatever. But just do more of that. Like, I would love to see in Clash in Italy, um this upcoming Saturday, I would love to see, a situation where Oba is about to go out to the ring and I guess like Jackie Redmond stops him and she does like a pre-match interview with Oba. Oh, Oba, you're gonna face Brock again. This is round 2 between you and Brock. The man that we all thought you retired at WrestleMania, but now he's back for his revenge. And blah blah blah. Like how you feel about facing Brock like one more time, and so on and so forth. Like just do more shit like that. You got anything to say?
Like I said, I ain't get to watch too many of those matches, but I agree with everything that you said. They do need to, do more of what they did in that situation, just because it's like, we need more matches that aren't just copy and paste.
Yes.
Like that's the main thing, man. Like a lot of matches, they're copy and paste. It's either somebody's getting interfered on, ran in on, or somebody's gonna come out the cut, choke them out, like whatever the case may be. Like after a while, that starts becoming stale.
Yes.
But that's all I got to say about it. I'm
So
sorry.
next
Sorry
is
for the yawn. I did get out of work, so I am a little bit tired. My bad.
right. So next is Ethan Page and Penta. Did you see this match?
That match was great.
Great match. It was probably the best match of the night. Like this was a straight up banger. Like
He's
this
like,
was
ooh, see my
14
finisher.
minutes. Right. Like this was great. Like it was just an amazing back and forth match. Penta was doing his thing, but then Ethan took control. He launched him with a back body drop onto the announce table, and then Ethan took control of the match a little bit. He got the match to his pace, and then Penta ended up making his comeback, and it was just back and forth from there on, bro. Like there was
Yeah,
just
and that was
throwing
great.
clubs, super kicks, elbows, just bicycle kicks. They were throwing everything to Arsenal,
Nah,
freaking
freaking.
tornado.
I thought Penta really hurt himself on that dive.
Oh yeah, the dive, yep. Yeah, he does that dive too much.
I thought he was really going. I thought he really fucked himself up.
I feel like, man, I hope one day he doesn't, man, because like that's a scary move.
Yeah, but he gonna do what he do regardless. So
Right. But the match was going back and forth, and like I said, they were just throwing everything in their arsenals, just um elbows and super kicks and bicycle kicks, just knocking each other down. Springboard tornado DDTs. Ethan hit this big power slam off the top rope for a close 2 count. Penta and him hitting the see my finisher Penta driver. For a close 2 count. Uh, Ethan reverses he reversing the Mexican story at one point and things like that. Like it was just a straight up banger. Like it was a fantastic match that I would not mind seeing again.
nah, facts. Especially if it's
But
gonna lead
Ethan,
to Ethan getting intercontinental title.
yes,
I
but
mean,
Ethan ended up costing
unless they're gonna
himself.
pull out Rusev again.
It's possible. But Ethan ended up costing himself. He exposed the turnbuckle. He was trying to cheat, and then but Penta um, used that against him, and he hit the springboard Mexican Destroyer for the 1, 2, 3. But man, that was a great match.
Yeah, it definitely was. I'm really liking what Penta's been doing with the intercontinental title.
Yes, and he's got some good list of opponents for him. There's
Yeah.
Rusev still waiting, and there's Javon Evans. He could run. He could run the ones with Dragon Lee, JD McDonough. You know, they were all in the ladder match at WrestleMania. Whenever Sheamus comes back, they could put Sheamus in the IC title picture. LA Knight could be in the title picture too. Finn Balor. They got
Yo,
options.
that man needs to do something. Like they need to either transfer him to SmackDown or something.
Who?
LA Knight. Like, just get that nigga away from the bloodline, bro.
You mean the Vision?
Both. Because don't forget, he's technically wrapped in both of them right now.
Yeah, but I feel like if you put LA Knight on SmackDown, he's just gonna beef with the MFTs with Royce Keys and Damian Priest and them. You laugh, but you know I'm not lying.
That's why I'm laughing, because I know you're not lying.
That's exactly what they're gonna do, bro. If LA Knight goes back to SmackDown, they're gonna put him in the freaking MFT vortex with Royce Keys and Damian Priest, bro.
Like, he just needs
Oh, I feel bad for LA Knight, bro. He deserves so much better.
Now, real quick, this is why I was thinking about it. I just want to, put a pen in it because I want to. When did LA Knight and Jey Uso become cool? I feel like I missed that.
The Vision. They put the differences aside for the Vision. Even though now I guess they're beefing again because LA Knight did warn the Usos, like, on the road to WrestleMania that if you guys reunite with Roman, it's going to be my business, because they were like, oh, no, because, like, he asked them about it, that one episode of Raw, and the Usos told LA Knight, oh, it's family business. It doesn't concern you. And then LA Knight was like, oh, but, if you guys reunite with Roman and reform the OG bloodline, then I'm going to make it my business. But then after that, we didn't see LA Knight. Well, not after that, but there was a while where we didn't see LA Knight for like 3 weeks. Because I remember him and Gunther was supposed to be beefing because Gunther wanted to be a world champion on Raw again. And then LA Knight was like, nah, you're going after the world title, then we're going to have to, duke it out because I want the world title also. But instead of doing that, they moved Gunther to SmackDown, and LA Knight was missing for like 3 weeks, and he just came back last Monday. Wrestling, man, you gotta love it.
Right? We haven't seen Ray Phoenix in like the longest fucking time either. Last time we saw that nigga was at the freaking gingerbread man's funeral.
I don't want to talk about it.
Me either.
Hold on. Let me look at the match card again.
Because next is Paige and Nikki versus the Irresistible.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're down to the last 2 matches. Yep. This right here, this was a bathroom break. I'm mad the Knicks game went on the halftime show during this because I really could have watched the damn basketball game instead of watching this crap.
I still just hate Brie Bella's entrance music.
Oh my god, man! I'm mad Twin was singing it on the last stream, bro. If I was talking to him in person, I would have smacked the shit out of him, bro.
Like, it's bad when even Mrs. Phantom, she watches wrestling with me, but she's not like a hardcore fan. But
bro,
even she listens.
You have a little static on your end, bro.
Oh, my bad. Better.
Say
Better.
something. It's still there a little bit.
I think it's time for new headphones eventually. But like I say, even my significant other, she don't watch, like, she's not a hardcore wrestling fan, but she watches with me. Even she was like, yo, what's going on her theme music? I said, listen, nobody likes that shit.
Bro, it is horrendous, bro.
Like, it sounds like she wanted to do like an EDM track, and that shit just wasn't. Or she works for H&M or some shit. I don't know.
Bro, it is horrendous. Like, I can't stand hearing this shit, bro.
Like, I'd rather hear Paige's music. I'd rather hear Zelina Vega's music, and she's not even there no more.
Her music was garbage too.
I'd rather hear her music. At least we knew it was.
Hold on, bro.
Hold
on. Your voice is really off right now, bro.
Fuck! Alright, hold on.
Well, another technical difficulty. Because Phantom in his headset.
Alright, how's that sound? How's that sound?
Speak again?
How's that sound?
Not any good.
Yeah, I just switched controllers. I think it's because my controller was dying.
If you want to leave the chat and join up again, maybe that might work.
Nah, is it better or is it worse?
It's worse. Like it's not even good.
Son of a bit. All right, hold on. Continue talking while I'm sorry about this chat. Like I said, stuff's just getting old. I've had this headset for a while.
It's a static and an echo. Yeah, it's coming out of your end, bro. So while Phantom deal with this technical difficulties,
How's it sound now?
still the same thing.
Damn. Yeah, I think it's just time for new headphones.
Or maybe it's me. I don't know.
Cause you sound clear on my end.
I don't know. You sound mad staticky.
I don't know, brother. Hold on. Let's see.
Hold on. Let me try this.
How's it sound now?
All right, go ahead.
How's it sound now?
Okay, you good now?
So yeah, it may just be my headphones.
Yeah, I just unplugged mine and plugged it back in and see if it was me.
All right, so let me see.
It's brought plenty of success in her career, but she's still hungry for more. You have to appreciate that. And you know what?
Hold on. You good?
How's it sound?
Yeah. You're good now.
I think it was you, bro.
It probably was me. Yeah. I mean, that's why I
like,
made sure. That's why I unplugged mine and plugged it back in because it could have possibly been me the whole time.
Yeah, no, like I said, you sound clear on my end the whole time. So.
Oh, I mean, you're good now. It's just I don't know. Look, it was coming out of your end. Like it sounded like it was coming out of your end.
I don't know. Like I said, then again, I gotta buy new headphones anyway. Like I said, these are old. Had these for a couple of years. Sorry, chat, about listening to our technical difficulties. I promise. Listen, subscribe more and help us get new equipment.
Yeah, that could work. Always just need to get to spend our own money on shit.
Yeah, chat. So subscribe so we can get new shit. No, I'm just kidding.
This nigga broke.
You're right. But nah, like I said. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we was talking about
The bathroom break.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. When I watch Brie Bella wrestle, bro, I just cringe.
Nah, to be dead ass, it's not even the wrestling that bothers me. There's only one thing about a Brie Bella match that bothers me, and it happens every time she's on the screen. And it makes me upset. You know what that
The
is?
kicks.
No, it's when she fucking tries to yell and act like she's freaking like she always sounds like she out of breath.
Prima!
She said, "Ah!" Like that's the only thing that makes me mad, though. I mean, listen to that
Sound
shit.
like she having an aneurysm.
Like she sound like she's trying to do some shit and it's just not working, bro. She said, "Ah!" Like you know this
cracked the rib.
Nah, you know what it sounds like?
What?
You remember next Friday?
Yes.
He said, "Elastic Warrior." Ah! Like that's what that shit sound like.
No, you know what it sound like to me?
What's up?
You ever heard that? I don't know if you could call it a meme, but that sound effect of someone screaming and it just goes, ah! Like you ever...
Like that's the main thing that bothers me about her matches, bro. Cause she'll be like, "Primo!" Like, nigga, nobody gets. What are you doing? You going Super Saiyan? Like, what are you doing?
Oh my god, bro.
Like that, and especially during that match, she said, "Ah!" Like, she sounded like Kevin Hart's grandfather when he was talking about when he fell. Like, ah! Like, bro, that shit me. That's the only thing that makes me upset, bro.
I'm tired of rebuilding my screen.
It happens and I feel bad because everybody's so happy about Paige being back and she got wrapped up in this bullshit, bro.
I'm just waiting for Nikki to come back so that they can just reform the Bellas, have them be the tag team champions or whatever, and then move Paige to the U.S. title or the world title picture.
Facts. Have her be her freaking Blake Monroe's first opponent. I don't give a damn. Like,
right, like something, bro. I'm over this shit, bro. Like, Oh my god, this is a bathroom break, bro. Paige and Bree won after Bree helps Paige with a roll up on
So I ain't gonna
Nia.
lie, that was some ingenuity. Like that was interesting. How she freaking used her foot for leverage so that way she can't kick
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they won off that, and yeah, that's it. I didn't care for the match, bro.
No, there was nothing that was, you know, there was nothing that was really exciting about the match. And
No.
then we go on to the main event: the Profits versus the Vision.
Hmm.
And honestly, I fucked with that match, yo. They was going crazy.
Yeah, the last no, not the last like 2 minutes of that match was really good.
Yo, cause the
The last
way,
2 to 3 minutes of that match was like really good. Like
bro,
it
the
started off. I wouldn't say it started off slow, but they started with the basics. The collar and elbow tie up and the headlock takeovers and stuff like that. And
Montez Ford
then
is still
eventually,
hilarious.
huh?
Montez Ford is still hilarious.
Nah, Monsters Force is something else. And then Angelo Dawkins and getting his ass kicked for a while, and then he made a hot tag, and Taz went in and just started whooping ass, and it was some good false finishes too, like some
Facts.
really good false finishes. Um, when they hit their finisher and Logan Paul broke it up, and then um like I said, the last 2 minutes was really good, and the moment that sticks out to me the most, bro, and it would have been a great ending too. Like it would have been an awesome ending to that match when Braun came out to try to help the Vision, and he was gonna spear Taz, and then Taz jumped over Braun, and then Dawkins just ran his man over, bro.
That
Like he
nigga
just
said, "Yeah,
launched his
yeet." Just
yeah, like he just launched his man to the Braun. I mean, I'll give Braun credit. Like I'll give both men credit. Like I'll give credit to Dawkins and Braun. Like they made that spot look great. Like Braun sold the fuck out of it, bro.
facts,
Like, like Braun. I thought Braun, like you said, man, Braun could have gone to the freaking crowd.
facts. The way he got tossed, like I was like, "Yo, that
Hmm.
nigga said the
And then
fuck out of here!" Like,
right, and then hit the spine buster, and then Taz hit the from the heavens frog splash on who was it, on Logan? No, it was on Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
But Paul Heyman put the feet up. He got involved. You know, I mean we spoke about this privately. Um, it's kind of weird how Seth or Joe Hendry kind of didn't get involved.
Well, I can understand the Seth thing, but like Joe Hendry, I thought for sure he was gonna come out.
Right, but neither men got involved, and Vision ended up cheating. Vision Logan hit Taz with the brass knuckles, and Austin Theory got the dub after Dawkins took out
Yo, real
Paul with
quick, can
a
we talk about that shit
Contra
though?
Hilo. What's up?
Nah, cause I ain't gonna lie, you're never gonna hear me say this very often. I got scared for Logan Paul during that spot for 2 seconds, bro.
What's on the when Dawkins hit the Contra Hilo?
Yeah.
When he did the front flip over the ropes and
Mm-hmm.
he landed on Logan?
Yeah, I got scared for
Um,
Logan for 2 seconds. Cause
I
the
got I
way,
kind of got
uh huh.
I kind of got worried for both men, really, because like it's like Logan caught him, but he didn't catch him.
No,
You know
he
what I
did.
mean?
No, he didn't catch him. That was he landed on his back.
Yeah,
He didn't even he didn't even catch him. He landed on his back, and it looked like Logan like hit his hand on the ground when that shit happened. Like that shit could have fucked up his spine.
but also look like Dawkins landed on his back too. Like he landed on Logan, but he also landed on the concrete. Well, not the concrete, but on the
Yeah,
mat on the
yeah, no, for real.
on the outside. So I mean, it could have been bad for both men.
Like I would look. That's a, oh Lord.
Yeah, it could have been bad for both men, but thankfully they're both men are all right.
They're okay.
Yeah, and then Braun, speared both members of the Street Profits, left them laying, and then all members of the Visual were in the ring and they were standing tall, and that's how This Saturday night's main event went off the air.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really hope that they give the Profits the tag team titles because again, division doesn't really kind of need it right now. But I mean, it was a great. Like I said, I really liked the match. I fucks with the Street Profits heavy. You know, division. I mean, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, they make a decent tag team. Can't even complain.
No, they are. We weren't bad at all.
You know, I just didn't like
They
the
weren't
promo
bad
that they
at
had
all.
before the match
I forgot about that promo.
because it wasn't that good, to be honest. Like Austin Theory's better than that.
I forgot about that promo, and I wrote it down too in my notes. I didn't even look at my notes.
But nah, like honestly, that promo, I feel like Austin Theory is better than that, bro. Like he said, these tag team titles, they're for us. Nigga, that's all you gonna say? Like he said, they're not for you, they're for us. Like that's all the nigga said.
Man, well, Logan said all the taxi titles, all the smoke.
Yeah, like that made sense.
I guess. At least the match was better than the damn promos.
Bro, like that was my biggest problem. Like I felt like that promo was not that great. But
It was. I mean, like I said, I can appreciate the fact of you know, that they actually put promos in pre-match interviews and stuff like that.
complete facts.
Because normally, we'll just get match, commercial, match, commercial, match, commercial.
No, usually we get match, commercial, 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 match, part of match, commercial, 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 commercial.
Right. So, like I said earlier, the fact of they put pre-match interviews in, and it had like a post match segment after Becky and Soul, and they had video package stuff like that. Like I appreciate that.
Nah, I do
And
too.
I wish that's something that they continue doing moving forward.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully Clash in Italy is like that. Hopefully Clash in Italy is exactly like that. Like, if you want to put your little commercial in there, sure, whatever. But like, show me some
But it's like you said.
pre-match interviews and video packages. And
No, but it's just like what you said though. If you're gonna give me a 20-minute match and give me 7 minutes of commercial, that's fine.
right,
But if you're gonna give me a freaking 2-minute match and 35 minutes of commercial, I'm gonna be upset.
exactly. That's where I draw the line. That's where my gears begin to grind.
Nah, facts. Because that's not worth it at that point.
No,
Damn. Thank you,
mind
Mark.
you,
Thank
as
you,
I said
Dawson, for
before,
tossing Kit Wilson like that. Throw him again. Continue.
and mind you, like I said before, bro, people are spending $30 a month
Hmm.
to watch this shit.
Yeah, to watch these commercials.
Right, you're gonna talk about all the premium live event. Nothing feels premium about it.
Facts. It's called a pay-per-view at this point.
I always call it pay-per-view. I don't call it premium events.
Yeah, I don't call it that either.
Speaking of pay-per-view, AEW got Double or Nothing later on tonight. Think I'm gonna watch it.
Ha, I'm not because I'm broke.
I'm about to watch this shit illegally.
Hey, we don't talk about that here. Not we are law-abiding citizens on this podcast.
Oh, you right. Damn, you right. Damn. Fuck.
Yeah, we are law-abiding citizens on this podcast.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
We pay for subscriptions. We do all that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you right. Yep, we pay for subscriptions. Yep. Mhm.
Right. Oh no, like I said, this was a good Saturday night's main event. Can't even complain about it.
I thought it was a solid show.
As long as we don't go back to the WrestlePalooza moments, I think we'll be all right.
Oh my god.
But
Are
anything
they
else you want to talk
gonna bring that back this year?
about? No,
You don't think so?
no, bro. They've been. I don't know if you've noticed this, but every year they keep changing the pay-per-views.
Well, I mean, it depends.
Like besides the major ones, they've been changing all the pay-per-views.
Because the thing is with WrestlePalooza, as I said, before, the only reason why um that was even made up was because AEW was having a pay-per-view that's the exact same day.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to just sign out of AEW. Because originally, there was no pay-per-view, well,
Mm-hmm.
PLE for WWE in September of last year. And then once they found out, oh, AEW is having, what was it? What was the pay-per-view? I think it was All Out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
No, no, we got a counter program, man. We can't let AEW have their shine. So they came up with WrestlePalooza, and shit was garbage.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying. Like they've been doing that for a minute though, because from my recollection, Night of Champions was gone for like the longest fucking time.
Well, they had one last year.
I don't remember. I don't remember it for like I remember for a good portion like Night of Champions wasn't there.
Um, yeah, there was a couple years where they took it out. I know they replaced it with something called Clash of Champions.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, it's been around for a while. So I mean, we'll see. 'Cause let me look at the PLE schedule real quick.
Yep.
See what's next. All right, Vegas. Yeah, so we got Clash in Italy this Saturday.
Apparently
this
there may
upcoming
be a
Saturday,
WrestlePalooza.
I guess, because Night of Champions is June 27, and then we got a Saturday night's main event on July 18th.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really a PLE though, unless they're gonna do like another Revolution for the women, another all women's pay-per-view. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, because last year was really good.
Nah, facts.
Then we got SummerSlam August 1st, August 2nd. Money in the Bank is in September, so no WrestlePalooza. Wait, no, I mean, well, it says right here it might. It's not confirmed. They're assuming they might do a WrestlePalooza, but we don't know. And then we have another Saturday main event, and then Crown Jewel in October, Survivor Series in November, and then yeah, that's it. I mean, for the main rosters, I know they got NXT stuff here too, but I mean, for the main roster, that's what they have upcoming for now, unless they change things. I don't think they'll do WrestlePalooza. I mean, if they want to squeeze it in there, sure, but then again, I mean, that would be just nonsense because they'll just be doing too many PLEs.
They already are doing too many.
Right. So I'm saying to add WrestlePalooza when they don't need to be added would just be diabolical because there's no need for it.
Yep.
Because WrestlePalooza last year was in September, but this year September they got Money in the Bank, so there's no point of adding a WrestlePalooza. Just leave Money in the Bank for September, and that's it. And then October is Crown Jewel, November is Survivor Series, and then there's nothing for December as far as the main roster. Cause I know NXT do their deadline shows in December, but that's NXT for the main roster. There's nothing in December. So yeah. Anything you want to add before we end this?
No, I was just looking. Yeah, so like real quick, just what I was talking about. So like think of 2024, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the PLE schedule, they have Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Backlash, King and Queen of the Ring, Clash at the Castle, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Bash in Berlin, Bad Blood, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, and then they had a Saturday night's main event. Then in 2025, you get Saturday night's main event, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania 41, Backlash, Saturday night's main event, freaking Money in the Bank. That's when Night of Champions came back because it wasn't in 2024. Saturday night's main event: Evolution, SummerSlam, Clash in Paris, WrestlePalooza, Crown Jewel, Saturday night's main event, Survivor Series, Saturday night's main event. So again, so they are changing the pay-per-views every year.
Yeah, they normally do.
I don't know. I don't know how
I
I feel
just thought
about
those
that.
I just thought that was Night of Champions in 2024, but I was confusing it with King and Queen of the Ring.
But like in 2023, they had stuff like Fastlane.
Yeah, but then that's done
They had
for now. I
Payback.
mean, yep, they don't do that no more. I think that's for NXT now. I think.
Don't know. Yeah, they had a Night of Champions in 2023.
Yeah, but they always changing it up though.
I don't know. I
And
feel
then when they
like
do bring it back, they bring it back for NXT sometimes. Like for example, remember the pay-per-view on the Great American Bash?
no,
Yeah,
that's on
they.
NXT though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying at first it was main roster
Yeah, I know
during like
that.
the ruthless aggression era, and then they Vince took it away. Vince didn't want to do it no more, and then they brought it back for NXT.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, same thing with Backlash. Like Backlash, what the first Backlash was in 1999 during the Attitude Era, and then the last one was in 2009, and then it was gone for like a couple years, and then they brought it back in 2016, and in 2017, then they took it away in 2018, they brought it back 2020. They always changing shit and bringing things back and whatever. They've been doing that for a long time.
Bring back like Unforgiven.
But I mean, they haven't done that since 2008.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like remember what was that old pay-per-view back in the Attitude Era?
In your house.
And Resurrection.
Oh, Insurrection.
Yeah, they used to do that. They took that out. In Your House used to be in the mid '90s and Attitude Era. New Generation Era and Attitude Era. They took that out.
Fully Loaded.
Fully loaded was Attitude Era. They took that out.
Bring back
They
Judgment
changed
Day.
things. I mean, we got the group now, bro. We don't need
Nah,
a
fuck
pay-per-view.
them. It's not the same. Fuck them. Like, bring back Armageddon, yo. I miss that shit too.
Yeah, that used to be in December.
Like, I miss that shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
That used to be in December.
The Invasion pay-per-view.
Yep, the Invasion. Remember Battleground?
Yep. Vengeance.
I mean, that's now NXT.
I'm just looking through it just to see. If there's any other ones. Nah, for the most part, they were pretty much the same. Taboo Tuesday.
Yep, Cyber Sunday.
I missed that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Cyber Sunday.
Where you can send in your votes for a match.
Yep.
New Year's Revolution.
They only did that for 3 years.
Yep. One Night Stand.
Yeah, that was the ECW One Night Stand, and then
Or December to Dismember.
yeah, I remember that.
Vengeance, Night of Champions, when they just combined the two.
Well, no, Vengeance Night of Champions was in 2007, and then in 2008 they dropped the Vengeance part and then just left it as Night of Champions.
Yep. But like I say, even like looking through this, like they only had a few ones that were different. Certain things were just in place for, the longest time. I mean, either way, it is No Way Out. Oof.
Oh yeah, I remember No Way Out.
Extreme Rules. Breaking Point.
That was only 1 year, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, Breaking Point was in 2009.
Damn.
And then that was it.
Bragging rights.
That was only a one-time thing. Remember the pay-per-view called Fatal 4-Way?
Yep.
Fuck how dumb that shit was, bro.
Over the Limit.
Yep. I remember as a kid, I remember watching on Fatal 4-Way, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is a somewhat cool concept, I suppose. You know, each championship match is contested in a Fatal 4-Way match. And then now, as a 27-year-old man, I look back, I'm like, why the fuck did they do this bullshit? Like, bro, I swear, bro, like I said this before, bro. There's some things as a kid when I watched wrestling, I didn't question it because, I was just a kid, and like my knowledge of wrestling, it wasn't as like how it is now. You know what I mean?
hmm
So then now, like as a 27-year-old man, as a grown adult, I look back at some of those things. I'm like, bro, this shit was dumb.
No, facts. Capital punishment.
Like, yep, they did that one year. Like another example. Remember, the anonymous Raw GM?
Oh, you mean Hornswoggle?
Hornswoggle, yeah, bro. As a kid, I didn't have an issue with that. At some points I found it annoying, but I was just, it wasn't really like anything I didn't really take it as seriously. I was just you know. And then now as a grown adult, I'm like, bro, why did they do that?
Oh, when we used to have a TLC pay per view.
Yep. hmm Hell in the Cell, or the gimmick pay-per-views.
Yo, Beast in the East.
That one time shit for Brock Lesnar.
Yo, in fucking Japan.
Then he faced Kofi Kingston.
I think he did.
Oh my
Hold
god,
on.
bro.
No. Yeah, so who the fuck is Diego? I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot. Oh shit, my bad. So yeah, Cesaro versus Diego.
Who the fuck is Diego?
That's Primo Colon.
My goodness gracious.
You was going by Diego at the time. Yeah, the Lucha Dragons defeated the New Day.
I remember them. I remember Lucha Dragons.
Chris Jericho defeated Neville.
I remember Neville. Well, he's not known as Pac. You don't want to call him Neville now. They'll take him back to his medieval days.
Facts. You got freaking Nikki Bella versus Tamina
What a
and
flabbergasting match
Paige
that sounded like.
and Paige.
I guess Paige makes it a little better.
Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston.
I told you I knew that one.
Finn Balor defeated Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship.
Sounds like a banger.
And freaking Dolph Ziggler and John Cena beat Kane and King Barrett in a tag team match.
Sounds like a Monday Night Raw.
Bruh.
Oh man, that's funny.
Live from Madison Square Garden.
What?
Apparently that was one of the pay-per-views.
What? King Beast in the East?
No, live from Madison Square Garden.
That was a pay-per-view?
Apparently in
That
2015.
better be like in 1982.
Nope, 2015.
I swear, yo, Vince was on crack certain days, bro.
Roadblock.
Yeah, I remember Roadblock.
What
I
else we
remember
got?
Roadblock.
The Cruiserweight Classic finale.
Yep,
Clash of
I remember that.
Champions.
Classic Champions. Remember WWE Superstars? Like, it wasn't a
Right.
pay-per-view, but it should be like another weekly television show.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Everybody's favorite Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, my lord.
What
I don't want to remember that nonsense.
else we got? Super Showdown.
Yep, in Australia, I think it was.
Yep.
Or Saudi Arabia, one of the two.
Melbourne, Australia.
hmm
You remember when they had Starcade?
For NXT?
No, for the main roster.
I don't remember that. I remember that for WCW.
2018.
What the fuck? But then again, I was barely watching in 2018. Vince fucking eliminated my passion.
Nah, complete facts.
And with the bell, Trick Williams is ready for action. What I like about
Yep,
Trick
2018.
Williams is he's always
They had a
ready to take
Starcade.
his game to another level. He's got swagger, he's got skills,
Oh
and
my
he's got
lord.
all the tools a superstar
Worlds
tasted for
collide.
greatness needs to bring his
Yeah, I remember Worlds
ambitions
Collide.
into reality.
Yeah, Trick Williams has always had the same goal in mind, to be on top and stay on top.
And then we've got
I remember Worlds Collide.
They still have those.
Yeah, well, now with the AAA shows.
Halftime heat.
What is it, wrestling or a basketball game? Alright, fam, we should probably call an end to this show. We already just talking about pay-per-views and shit.
Nigga, stomping grounds. All right, yeah, let's stop this shit.
Oh my god, we're stomping grounds, bro.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining
I
us.
remember stomping grounds.
Thank you for joining us. You know, we always love you guys. You know, continue to support. You know, tell your friends, like, subscribe. You know, help us grow this channel. You know, happy Memorial Day to you guys.
Sure.
If there's any veterans in the chat or anything like that, we thank y'all for your service. And, you know, make sure you catch Notifying E on for the Monday Night Raw stream.
Tomorrow, fucking Memorial Day.
You got
I gotta get home at fucking 12 at midnight to do this show.
That's all right.
I hope Raw is good.
I hope it's good too. But ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. We'll see y'all later.
Alright, y'all.